Two titans of the league go head-to-head in the first half of round 2 in the Spooky Skull Cup. I'm your host, Mick Brickenett, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host and the reason we can't have nice things in this world, Keith Tosswhittle. Now, Keith, we've just observed one hell of a half for the Vampires. Looking back on the replays, there seems to be some top-tier buggering down on the pitch. Looks like the Vampires really sunk their fangs into the opponent's half.
I see what you did there, Mick, and again, I'm not a fan. They sure made it a difficult half for the Chaos Dwarves, as they barely seemed to be able to hold the ball, despite having a very serious offensive wall. I guess in the end, the players just didn't answer the call.
Did he just fucking rap? Who signed? That was clearly premeditated. That was not improv. That was backing beatboxing. Who signed off on this? Because you're fucking fired. That's great, Keith. It seems an overall pretty dominant performance from the Vampires with a crucial touchdown to put them in the lead going into the second half.
Yes, Mick. In fact, I did attempt to actually interview the touchdown scorer, Uncle Phil, for the Vampires. However, I was unable to at the time, as it seemed he was feasting on members of the audience in celebration. Looking back at the half, a couple of things that I would pick out. I think whatever the Chaos Dwarves are packing in those gloves simply isn't enough to take down those Vampires. I would always recommend stuffing them with rocks, or even better, sharp rocks.
Well, it would certainly help their chances going forward. In the meantime, we have a replay of the touchdown that happened midway through the half for you.
Oh, it's an absolutely fantastic run from the Vampire. He's gonna make it through the gap. He's gonna make it through the gap, and he's made it. He's run it in, and he's scored a vital touchdown. He's celebrating on the pitch there. Oh wow, that's a very nice touchdown there, isn't it, Keith? Yes, Mick. Yes, it really is. You look really good today, by the way, Keith. Oh, thank you, Mick. That's really helpful. He's still celebrating. Look at that. Look, isn't that amazing?
Wow, truly a spectacular touchdown in the early stages of the half there, Mick.
Keith, I don't remember saying any of that, and I'm not sure it looked that way either.
No, Mick, I remember it exactly like this. I'm actually a little worried that you don't remember it like this, to be honest.
Okay, well, join us after the break to find out what happens in the second half of the Vampires versus the Chaos Dwarves. Is that really what I sound like?
By now you have seen our glorious snotty boys, throwing our bodies on the line, flinging the delectable fungus, stomping on the centaur. And indeed, you are thinking, look at that talent. They pump the wagons now, but next they will be pumping my wife. Oh, mes enfants, we can solve this problem for you. Not through bravado or cunning, but scent. For just one payment of rotten goose breast, you can purchase Peach by Jean-Paul Snottier. You can smell like the heroes Claude Debussy and Honoré de Balzac, titans of the honored. Peach. This fragrance is suitable for all occasions. Weddings, funerals, legal proceedings. So do not delay, my pale-skinned brothers. Send your finest cuts of day-old meat to wherever you dispose of your waste, and be blessed with Peach by Jean-Paul Snottier. Or why not pay too, and get a free bag of snotling scratchings, Bonafide now included. So do not delay. Purchase today. But for real though, we will still pump your wife. Pump your wife.
And welcome back, everyone. That's the second half concluded, and quite a drastic change from the first, as this time it seems the Chaos Dwarves actually managed to do something with the ball. However, it wasn't enough to hold back the mighty force of the Vampires. Your opinions on the half, Keith?
Well, Mick, it ends at 1-1 in what has been a rather dour game, to be honest, as both teams... Sorry? Oh, hold on. I'm being told that actually the blur we witnessed at the end of the half was in fact the Vampires scoring a tremendously fast touchdown. I believe we actually have a replay of that for you now.
So, clearly that was the wrong footage. We obviously weren't meant to show you that. Care to explain, Keith?
Well, it turns out the cameras weren't actually still rolling at that point, as many assumed the game had actually concluded. The only camera still rolling was apparently focused on Mr. Steinween for the Chaos Dwarves in the dugout, getting a little too personal with a dwarven nurse.
Well, I am afraid charges are reportedly being pressed against him for this misconduct. When asked about his thoughts on the allegations, he responded simply by saying, "No!"
Well, despite this extreme breach in decency, I think this has been a pretty solid game. I'm sure the Vampires will definitely receive their own fair share of workplace complaints, especially about their treatment of the Thralls in the second half. But overall, not too much to complain about, with a stellar 2-1 victory for the Vampires.
I have to agree with you, Keith. A solid game all round. And Keith, this is a little surprise for you. We here at the studio realize you've been working real hard this week for this match, and we want to reward you with something we know has been a dream of yours since you were abandoned as a child.
Oh, sweet Nuffle, you mean I actually get to meet Barry Bowl?
Even better, Keith. You're going to get a chance to play for the Vampires in their next game as a substitute Thrall.
That doesn't at all sound like something I dreamed of as a child.
Well, Keith, you sound extremely ungrateful right now, and honestly, ungrateful people don't get to wear armor in their matches, so hope you've been practicing getting beaten in the head and stabbed in the jugular.
Do I not get to back out of this?
No, Keith, I'm afraid your soul now lives in eternal servitude to the Vampires, which is sad because I was kind of enjoying owning it. With any case, that's the end of the game. I hope you enjoyed, and you'll tune in next week for the Demons of Khorne taking on the Snotlings.
Wait, who owns my soul now?